Hi everyone, today's October 20th, 2022, and we're at 2 Samuel chapter 21. The way today's chapter started kind of confused me a little because it brings us all the way back to the days of Saul and highlights one of his mistakes. Although at that time the Israelites swore to spare the lives of the Gibeonites, Saul, out of his eagerness for the people of Israel and Judah, longed to strike the Gibeonites down. After this, chapter 21 then moves on to talk about all the battles that David had to fight against the Philistines, and this is where I want to place today's focus. As we know, David is known for being a great, strong fighter, and based off of the previous battles that he fought, we know that David also always wins. However, that's not what happens in today's chapter. Verse 15 tells us, "There was war again between the Philistines and Israel, and David went down together with his servants, and they fought against the Philistines. And David grew weary." If you join the past journeys, we know that David is not at his best state right now. And if you continue to read this chapter, we know that David had to fight against 4 giants. The verse that we just all read together tells us that David was weary. This not only meant that he was physically weak against the giants, but spiritually he was also weighed down by the worries he had as a broken person. But God, even in a state of brokenness like this, remains faithful. When David's life is put in danger in these battles, God uses those around David, whether that be people we already know like Abishai or his other servants. Even though David was weak, God continued to stay by his side, and that's what God does for us too. There will be times when we are weak, and maybe even you went through something like this today. But in those moments, we need to remember that God is always next to us, and God may use the people around us to tell us this truth. If you have these great friends around you today, I encourage you guys to pray a prayer of gratitude. But if you don't, I also encourage you guys to pray to God and ask that He would reveal these people in your life, that He would open your eyes and give you wisdom to be next to those people. Well, that is it for today's journey. I hope that today's journey reminded you that you are not alone. I thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow in the next chapter. Bye!